Look, obviously the GTA 6 trailer looked amazing. All the NPCs, the beach scene looked incredible. But this is all gonna be us, right? How many stars do you think this gets us? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another GTA 6 video. My name is SaintsFan, and today we're going to be going over all of the vehicles from this trailer. There were a lot, and in this video, we're going to be jumping through all the land vehicles, all the aircraft vehicles, all of the boats and sea vehicles. The one thing I will say, I'm probably going to be skipping the police vehicles, mainly because I want to make that into a separate video. There was a lot of police stuff shown in this trailer as well. So we're going to be skipping that. That'll be another video in a day or two. So be on the lookout for that. Well, let's waste no time. We're going to hop into it, and we're actually going to start with some of the vehicle physics, because there was one thing that I thought was pretty cool. At least it's what I'm seeing. Now, if anyone wants to disagree or if you see something different, let us know in the comments. But here we have one of the clips with the motorcycle gang. The one thing I wanted to point out was actually the tire physics. To me, it looks like the tires actually have some pretty realistic physics. Again, maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me, but the back tire, when he does the wheelie, it almost sort of compresses because obviously there's more weight on it. Now, maybe I'm just seeing things in that clip, but it also happens at the end of the trailer when Jason and Lucia are driving away. You can kind of see the same thing happen with the back right tire here. I'll just forward it and backwards it. It looks like it's changing shape as they are drifting through this corner. So, I mean, if that's the level of detail Rockstar's got in and put into this game, I mean, I just cannot wait. And then one other final thing is actually the realistic lights. This is an older car, and apparently people were saying that the older cars, when you brake, the lights sort of fade like they do in this clip. It's not just like on off like you might see with other vehicles, I guess. So again, another really cool minor level of detail. Now let's go ahead and hop into the vehicles. I want to give a huge shout out to some of these GTA forums members. They went through the trailer and sort of broke these cars down into different categories. So that's what we're going to be looking at in this video. The first category we have is the exotics, maybe like the supercars. One of the first ones we got to see was this unknown Pegassi supercar. Sort of looks like one of the newer GTA Online vehicles, but definitely a really cool vehicle. Then, of course, we have the classic Bravado Banshee. Next up, we have the Grotti Carbonizzari, classic one from GTA 5. Looks very similar to the one from GTA 5 as well. Also, of course, we have the classic Cheetah Classic, obviously a staple from Vice City. They also added it to GTA Online recently, so pretty cool. We have this one called the Grotti Furia, so another super style car. In the background, the blue vehicle is the Coquette D10, another vehicle they added not too long ago in GTA Online. This red vehicle that Lucia and Jason are driving in apparently is the Zaruso, so another car from GTA Online. And then this final one is the Comet S2 Cabrio, another one they have also added from GTA Online. Next up, we have the two doors category. You can see there are quite a bit. So we're going to start here with the LG Retro Custom, a vehicle that has some pretty great customization in GTA Online. This orange vehicle, we have the Gauntlet Hellfire, another recent one addition to GTA Online. The classic Tulip M100 Donk. I'm assuming there's going to be a ton of customization for that one. This next one we have is the Impante Ruiner. I don't know if the duct tape version is going to be the one that's like across the board for all Impante Ruiners, or if that's just like exclusive to this NPC's car, but that is the Impante Ruiner. We also have the Impante Phoenix here from the Dine and Dash news footage. Some of these, obviously, you can see, like, you just see like a little outline. They're very tiny. Like this one, the Karen Futo. It's a very small piece of footage there. So you're not really seeing much of the details. In the music video scene, we have the Mabatsu Penumbra. We also have the Ubermacht Cypher here, which is another car they have added to GTA Online, I think a couple years ago. At the beginning of the trailer, you see this. This is the Vapid Dominator. And then I guess also in that music scene, we have the Vapid Dominator ASP. And then the final one, the one in the background, the one in the street, the one above the red Carbonizzari, that is the Vapid Dominator GTX. Next up, we have the four-door vehicles, and there are, again, quite a bit here, so we'll go through them. We're going to start with this one, the Buick Skylark 6th Gen. Some of these are not going to have a GTA name because I guess they're newer to the series, so we don't know exactly what their GTA name will be. But that is the picture with the guy standing in front of it. Some of these are going to be hard to see, by the way, because, I mean, you're looking at like 20 pixels almost. Here we have the Chevy Impala 10th gen in the music video shot. In the background of the alligator walking into the gas station, we have the Chevy Sonic at the gas station. For some reason, this was never in GTA 5, but we have the PMP coming back. It's finally returning to GTA. We actually had to see this twice, but here is the best view of it. This is another new vehicle, the Infiniti Q45, apparently. So another sedan type of car. Here we have the Albany Primo, which again is another car they've added from GTA Online. Behind these two NPCs, we have the Benefactor Shafter Mark II, another vehicle that's quite old actually from GTA Online. That's been in the game. It's been in GTA Online for a very long time. So they've added that to GTA 6. We also have the Bravado Buffalo STX here in this clip. And I just want to point out, it is crazy that people can like identify these vehicles to the extent, like looking at this footage. Again, shout out to the people who did this. It's absolutely crazy. Continuing though, we have the Karen Intruder. Next, we have the Obey Tailgater. We actually see this twice. We have it in this scene, and then we also have the back of it in the Ocean Drive Hotel scene. Then we have the Vapid Stainier. Also, it can be a donk. So this is, I guess, the normal version. It just shows the level of customization. Maybe any car can become a donk. Who knows? And then the final one, I don't even know how people figured this one out because it's so tiny. But apparently this is the Zirconium Stratum. So those are all the 4-door vehicles. And if you want to just pause, obviously you can pause the video and actually look at the vehicles because otherwise this video is going to be 6 hours long. But next we have all of the SUVs from the trailer. So let's get into those. The first one is an upside down Ford 90s or early 2000s Explorer or a Tahoe mix. Then again, I don't even like, how do you even see that? I mean, I'll zoom in, but that's crazy that people figured out this is a Ford Explorer, either 5th or 6th gen. Here we have an unknown Audi US or SUV. This one is an Annis Helion. Then of course we have the classic Dubsta. This is the Benefactor Dubsta, new version of that. This is the Benefactor Serrano, potentially another SUV from GTA Online. Apparently the back of this vehicle here is the Granger 3600 LX, which is another vehicle they've added also recently to GTA Online. The SUV in the background here behind the lady is the Landstalker XL. This SUV that the trunk is open is the Enos Jubilee. And again, here we have another tiny picture. This is apparently the Gallivanter Baller. And then the last one is the Pifster Astron. Next up is the pickup trucks. There was a couple of them that we got to see in the trailer. We'll start here with the Dodge Ram 2nd generation. It also has some stuff in the back of it you can kind of see, so that's an interesting note. Then we have another Dodge. This is a Dodge Ram Dually, the one with, it looks like 2 tires on the back. It's a very big truck. Behind Jason and Lucia in this shot, we have an unknown step side pickup truck. I guess people can't really figure out which one it is. It is an older truck though. Here in this very tiny little picture, we have the Bravado Bison. Next up, we have the Vapid Bobcat XL. The one that is circled is the Caracara, apparently. And then the final one is another giant truck, the Vapid Sand King XL. This one is a 4-door, gigantic, like on lifts truck. So those are all the pickup trucks. Next up, we have the vans. There was a handful of them. So we have just a classic cargo van. This was, of course, at the beginning of the trailer. Then we have a Dodge Caravan 5th gen, which is another new vehicle added to GTA. Here we have another unknown modern cargo van. And we also kind of got to look at it here from the side in this shot. This is the Bravado Rumpo. And then the final one we have is the Bravado Yuga Classic. So again, another couple of vehicles from GTA Online. Next up, we have some trucks and utility vehicles. There's only 4 that we got to see from the trailer. This first one here is the Mule Flatbed. Again, hard to kind of see, but that is a flatbed mule. Here we have the Joe Built Phantom truck. We also have the Joe Built Rubble dump truck here. You can see the side view of it. And then the final one is the tow truck. I think it's the Vapid tow truck towing a vehicle. So those are all the utility vehicles. And then next up, we have motorcycles. There was a handful of them we got to see in this trailer. You can see their names there. Starting us off, we have this unknown cruiser style bike. So that's a new vehicle added to GTA. We also have this unknown sports bike. You can only kind of see a partial part of it because, of course, there's a car in front of it and there's a guy with a iguana on his shoulder in front of it. But that is another new sports bike. Then, of course, we have the Sanchez. That's a classic dirt bike. We also have the Nagasaki Blazer, the four-wheeler. And you can actually notice the front wheels are much smaller than the back wheels. So that's pretty cool. It's a nice little detail. Here we have the Nagasaki Carbon RS, another bike that was added to GTA Online that they've decided to add to GTA 6. And then the final one here is the Lifeguard Blazer. You can see this guy, I'm assuming it's a lifeguard, in or on the beach in the Blazer. And then the final batch we have are just classified as old cars. So I guess, you know, classic style vehicles. We have this truck, which is a 5th or 6th gen Ford F series. It does look like it has a pretty interesting truck bed, so that's cool. Behind the old lady here, we have a 69/70 Mercury Cougar. Apparently this is another new vehicle added to GTA. Now Rockstar are actually bringing back this vehicle. You can see behind this lady, there's the old school yellow and white vehicle. This is actually based off of real life. In real life, they have this same vehicle parked on this street, like always, I guess. It was also in the classic Vice City game, like the OG Vice City game. So really cool little Easter egg. They're bringing that back. Here we have the Albany Buccaneer. This one was seen in that music video or nighttime car show shot. And we also have an Albany Buccaneer Custom, more of a lowrider style. You can see a lot of the customization actually from GTA Online. So hopefully there is a lot more customization than just that. Next up, we have the Declasse Tulip. This is, of course, the car they're getting away in. I think this is going to be one of the cars, like one of the main cars you start with as Jason and Lucia. And as far as some little details, there's a lot of little bumper stickers here on the back. You can't really read what they say, but there are a lot of little stickers, so that's cool. Then, of course, we have the Pifster Comet Retro Custom. Looks absolutely beautiful, even though it is a faraway shot, but it does look really good. This is apparently the Shyster Deviant, or maybe a Gauntlet Classic Custom. Again, it's one of those that it's almost too hard to really make out. This wide boy is the Vapid Chino, another sort of lowrider style of a vehicle. And then the car in the background that you can't really even make out apparently is the Vapid Slam Van. Next up, we're going to go through some of the aircraft. So, of course, we have the Mammoth Dodo here. We got to see that twice, so that's kind of cool. We also have the classic Police Maverick in the game. We got to see the Sea Sparrow, so that's kind of cool. We also have the Super Volato from GTA Online. And then the final one is the Buckingham Nimbus. Now, that's not all of them. There was a lot of other like 747 planes, but obviously those are just classic airplanes. These are more than likely the ones we'll be able to purchase and buy. And then as far as boats go, there were quite a few of them. We have the little Nagasaki Dinghy returning. We have a Dinka Marquis returning. The Reefer returning. Another Sun Trap returning from GTA 5. The Speedophile Sea Shark. The jet ski. We also have another new looking jet ski, the yellow one. New barges. They were moving, so it's probably something you can drive at least. A Clarion speedboat. A Catamaran speedboat. We also have another new speedboat here. Obviously, my favorite, the Swamp Boat. That one is also looking great. There was this big catamaran yacht we got to take a look at. And there was actually a couple other little yachts. There was a bigger yacht, a little smaller yacht. So there's some good boat variety in this trailer as well. And there's only a few other things I want to mention regarding the vehicles. We have this truck here. I don't really know what the truck is, but you can see the paint job on it has like glitter almost. It has like a glitter look to it. So I'm sure that just means there's going to be, you know, a decent amount of customization when it comes to coloring and painting your vehicle. And then I just wanted to do a pan of this sequence, the mudding. There's a lot of cars in here. A lot of them you can't really identify. There's just not enough like video proof to like figure out what they are. But I would imagine all of these different vehicles are off-road capable if they're in this sort of environment. So there's quite a bit. I'm sure maybe that's another customization. If you can donk everything, you know, maybe you can add some nice off-road stuff. But there's some really cool things here. Obviously, if we go to the right, there's some of the off-road stuff. The little side-by-side buggy Also, if we go forward, there's the massive monster truck, which also has flags, like 2 flags on the back. And there's also a like USA looking livery. So you'll probably see a lot of that. But those are the other things I just wanted to mention regarding the vehicles. So kind of a long video, but that was all of the vehicles minus the police vehicles. Because again, I'm going to be making a separate video on all of the police vehicles and the police stuff. So be on the lookout for that, and be on the lookout for all the other GTA 6 content coming your guys' way over the next couple of days. Hit the subscribe button if you are new around here. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed the video. Let us know in the comments what cars, what type of cars, you know, all that stuff. What do you want to see? What's your favorite? The one thing I do want to just point out is there are a lot of GTA Online vehicles in this game. Obviously, there's a lot of negative things to say about the GTA Online vehicles and the lack of customization, the copy and pasted interiors. This game, the trailer makes it look like Rockstar's putting a lot of detail or, you know, time and effort into the detail, the small details. So I would imagine a lot of these GTA Online vehicles that are in GTA 6, they're going to have better customization. They're going to have better and more unique interiors. But of course, that's just some hopefulness. That's just some speculation. We will just have to wait and see. You know, maybe one of these days Rockstar will give us an in-depth breakdown on some of the vehicles and what they plan on doing. Also, I maybe think that they could be using some of the GTA Online vehicles as placeholders. I do wonder if that's also something. Like a lot of these vehicles, they looked very, very similar to the GTA Online vehicles. So I wonder if maybe, you know, obviously the game's still in development, if they're going to be adding some newer vehicles later on in development, like next year in development, and they'll replace some of the ones we saw in this trailer. But obviously, again, that's just some more speculation. Again, though, let us know your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop a video like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more GTA 6 content, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.